Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Ride to the Sun. This is the Indian Challenger, dark horse, and the black color. It is a very nice bike. I'm sorry for the voiceover, but somehow I lost the audio. The GoPro seems to drop audio quite a bit. In the process of looking for another action camera that will retain audio. The visual is not too bad. Uh, it's a chin mount, so please forgive me if I abruptly change direction at some point in the video. Now back to the Indian. Great bike. I actually just gotten off my own bike. I was riding the Africa Twin this morning, and it's DCT form. But I soon got on this bike as soon as I got there. And as you can see, the layout, if you look at the left handlebar as well as the right handlebar, if you're a Harley rider, you'll find that it's fairly straightforward. As soon as you get on this bike, you almost feel like you know it's a close cousin. Everything is more or less the same layout. I think it's designed that way just to make, especially Harley riders, same demographics of folks that would probably be interested in this particular vehicle, to feel comfortable, and with very little learning curve to this model. I found that to be true on almost all their bikes. The layout is very much the same. The Pursuit, which I actually did a review right after this, I think, and I'll probably put it up tomorrow, is also the same type of feel. But with this bike, I feel after riding, the Chieftain and the Pursuit, uh, this is right in the middle of those two bikes. This feels very much like my Road Glide. I would liken it to a Road Glide special. Uh, of course, the power is I think both in the 120s, maybe upper 120s in terms of torque and horsepower. So the number is actually on the in this video. If you go back a little bit and you pause for a second, you see all the numbers, all the features of this particular bike that I'm riding on. Please forgive me right there. I'm seeing something on the road. I think it was that gate back there I was taking a look at. It's a gate to a gun range for Fort Lee. I was seeing something there. But this is a back road. It's a Saturday morning. Very little traffic. The weather's great. A lot of folks out trying to take advantage of these demo rides. Uh, but going back to the bike, I found the clutch to be not hard and not tight, sort of a nice happy medium. It catches at the end of that of the stroke there, and you could hear it. The torque is at the bottom end. It kicks in right away. It also surges at 3 to 4,000 RPM. It pulls. You could feel the power in this bike. Reminds me of the ST. Not as fast, I don't think. Um, well, maybe close. They're both powerful machines. Um, they're both powerful machines. So I would say, it's probably equivalent to that, to that Road Glide Special. It kind of feels like it, but I think uh, it carries its weight better. I think you could just pick it up with your legs and maneuver this bike like it's nothing. It leans like it's nothing. It has that lean technology from India, and so they're doing some great things with this bike. The handlebar is not my forte. I like my handlebars up and away from me. This looks very similar to the Road Glide handlebar that swoops in and towards you as the OEM bar. Uh, sorry that I'm, comparing it to the Road Glide. I know this is the Challenger, but I'm just trying to give you a a comparison, something to judge it by. Maybe you've ridden a Road Glide, know someone that has a Road Glide, or if you haven't had a chance to get on this particular bike. And I just wanted to make that point. The screen is true color. Not once did I catch a glare. The gauges um, are also no glare. Um, nothing out of the ordinary. You actually see. Uh, I love taking that corner. Um, he took it like a champ. I was trying to stay away from the inside there. There's a lot of loose gravel. But this bike, uh, he just exudes confidence in the corners. This Challenger, it, uh, it flicks over. It's very agile. So I was pretty surprised how well this bike handled. Uh, Indian does a great job, and the way they've built this bike, the frame, the geometry, the way it wants to take corners, it handles for a bike that's over 800 pounds wet. I think dry is like 790 something. So it handles like it's on rails. So you could see me putting it through spaces here, and it's taking it. Of course, I didn't take it on the highway, but I have no, I mean, not a real long stretch. I have a short stretch of highway on the back end of this video, and you can see it. Um, I have no doubt this bike will do well. In terms of reliability, there was a few guys that put their Indians through their own personal bikes through, and they speak really highly of the Indian. You have I think a year or two warranty, and then you could opt to buy the 5-year extended warranty. So lots of great things to say about the way Indian is approaching this. The black color is pretty nice. It reminds me of my old denim black Harley. Um, Not bad at all. It's pretty stunning. It has a little red ring around the wheels. Kind of pops a little bit, makes it look slightly different. As far as I'm 6'1", 205, so it's, I didn't feel cramped on this bike. So I don't think anyone would have any issues from 6'5", 6'8". I think you'd still be okay. You may need to do some things with, to make it your own, adjusting the handlebar or replace. It's up to you. Most people do that anyway. Or, change seats, or if you might want to get you an inch or two going back, to spread out a little bit. But other than that, I took the fairing did its job. I really liked the electronic assisted windshield, up and down. It's like a cocoon. The wind goes up and around you. I think on this one as well as the Pursuit, only place I felt the wind was really on my elbows. The wind going up and around me. I have the chicken wing effect anyway when I'm riding this bike. I would imagine if if your handlebars were further in and up and away, you probably wouldn't even feel it. You could see my jacket, the wind blowing on the outside of my arm. No issues whatsoever. Actually, kind of felt good. It was a beautiful day. The wind hitting me kind of felt good. So again, not much to say bad about this bike. Forgot to see what kind of tires they had on them. Uh, they were really sticky. No issues at all. Whatever tires are sent with this bike, I think it's a great choice. Um, this bike didn't misbehave, didn't do anything that you wouldn't expect it to do. Very, very, excuse me, very little input to get it to turn. Um, Decent turn radius. So not much else to say. As far as the saddlebags, um, very well made. I don't think you have any issues with leaks and anything like that. I like the way they make them. It's a little button at the bottom of the saddlebag, the bottom of the lid, to just pop them open. Um, just outstanding. I think they did a great job. The seat was quite comfortable. Matter of fact, I lost the audio, but I took a minute or two just to speak on the seat. Out of all three bikes that I rode, the Chieftain, the Challenger, and the Pursuit, I felt like if that was my bike, normally that's the first thing I change is the seat. Either that or the handlebar. Uh, I don't think it's really necessary. Unless you need to be going backwards an inch or two, try to gain an inch or two if you're that much taller than me. I'm 6'1", again, 205. Maybe if you're 6'5", 6'8", or whatnot, maybe you might feel the need to push yourself back a little bit. But some guys like to ride up and upright, so you may not need to do that. So there it is. I think it's definitely, well, worth is up to whoever is buying. I think it's worth what they're asking. Uh, I would imagine probably out the door close to 30 or a little bit over 30. I don't know. Um, Let me know what you all have paid for this bike if you decided to jump on the Challenger sweepstake. So, on and all, let me know what you all think in the comment section. I enjoyed riding the bike. I would love to have something like that for a long-term review. I did ask, I think Miss Sherry, if she would oblige me, maybe leave one of these things, or let me know whenever they want to do a long-term review. I would be more than likely love to sign up for that. I love to have one of these and see, put it to its paces, put some miles to it. And if you have one of these Indians, either the Chieftain, the Challenger, or the Pursuit, and you put some miles to it, let us know. How does it hold up? Any issues with them? What tends to go wrong, if any? It seems to be a well-built motorcycle, a quality build. I was quite impressed, especially with the entertainment system. It sounded fine. It's a 100-watt stereo. Nothing that's going to blow your feet off, but it's clear, good clarity. Decent sound. I didn't really listen to it. I just wanted to listen to the engine for the most part. But I did turn it on, checked it out, and turned it back down. It was a short ride. Didn't really need to. I just wanted to hear the bike, hear the shift. Smooth transmission, a lot less audible than Harley as you grind to the gears. You could hardly hear it really, so it's pretty smooth. Um, Fairly easy to find neutral. So overall, I really had not much. I would say if you're a guy that like a hard clutch, it probably takes you a little getting used to. This one seems a little bit, you got to find that friction zone. It's mostly towards the end of the travel, the clutch travel. So other than that, I think anybody that's looking for a dresser or bagger, the Challenger and the Pursuit, are great bikes. Of course, I think Harley's going to have to keep stepping on their game to keep guys and gals from heading over to Indian. I actually saw quite a few women out there test riding these bikes, and they were riding them with no problems. Most of them were flat footing these things. So I think whatever they're doing, they need to keep doing it. So I know we're a small channel. I'm gonna dare to call myself a channel at this point. And if Indian is watching, do reach out. Come pick her up and put her to the paces. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. I would love your participation in this channel. If you think of any ideas or anything you'd like for me to cover, I'd be more than happy to oblige you. It's not my channel. Let's make it our channel about folks that like motorcycles of all kinds. Myself, the channel will have the Wood Glide SC, the Africa Twin, the 05 Wood King. I may or may not do anything with my wife's Can-Am Spider RT Limited. We'll see. It's not my cup of tea, but if anyone wants to see that as well, I'll touch on that. But I can't know what you want to see unless you comment. We'll probably start putting some trips together. I was thinking about Key West for the month of October. If anyone is down in that area, we might either take the train down from Lawton all the way down to Sanford, or we might and then go down from there, or we might go down to Savannah, a few different areas, a few different stops, Jacksonville. We make it a few days trip, especially if my wife's coming with me. That would be her longest trip thus far. That way, we'll break her in easy. Glad you stopped in. Sorry I lost the audio. I think I'm about to turn in back into Redline Motorsports. I appreciate you stopping by. Let me know what you think of the Challenger if you rode it. And if you haven't ridden it, get to a dealer near you and give it a try. This is not sponsored by Indian. This is done in my own volition. So appreciate you stopping in. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. And we hope to see you again. This is Right to the Sun. I'm out.